This is Andy Pirrell for Boxing Social, and I'm delighted to be joined by light heavyweight Jacob Ball. We're down here at his press conference, I should say, for his fight with Craig Spider Richards. Jake, first and foremost, how you doing?
I'm all good, mate. All good, mate. How you doing, Andy, mate? You good?
Yeah, I'm all good, thanks. Good to hear you doing well. It's finally come now. Obviously, you were supposed to fight last year, but you had to pull out for injury. How good does it feel to get the opportunity to fight Craig and put this rivalry to rest?
Yeah, it's all good. Obviously, as a boxer, as a fighter, listen, I don't get paid unless I fight. So to finally get back in the ring now, especially against a good level opponent in Craig Richards, so I'm looking forward. It's going to be a very, very good night.
Talk to me about this rivalry. Where did it stem from?
It's some sort of rivalry. It's one of those where I saw him fight. I think it was summertime last year. I actually called him out. I chatted about it. He said, "Yeah, he'd make that fight happen." Called him out. We was meant to fight October 27th. Due to injury myself, unfortunately, it was postponed. And here we are now, February 2nd. It's happening.
So, what type of fight are you expecting on the night?
A war. That's what I'm ready for. I'm ready for a war. It's not what I'm expecting. It's what he expects. And he's not going to know what's hit him come Saturday night.
You both obviously got one defeat on your record. For whoever loses, where do you go with another loss on the record? Is it still a longer rebuilding road, a longer road back to the top, or is it? I don't really know where I'm trying to go in terms of where you could go with your career. How tough can it be to get back to it?
That's a question you're going to have to ask Craig, because come Saturday night, there's only one person walking away with the win, and that's me. So that's a question I probably don't need to answer.
Are you going to be looking to make a statement with a stoppage then, or are you expecting it to go over full distance?
No, Craig Richards is getting knocked out, simple as. Boxing's all about levels, and I respect Craig, and Craig's a good fighter, and that's why I wanted this fight, but Craig's going to be showing his level Saturday night.
Talk to me about your 2019 then, because the British light heavyweight scene is stacked with a lot of great fighters, but whenever I've heard interviews, whenever I've seen interviews, you're never really mentioned in them. It's always obviously the likes of Joshua-Whyte, Anthony Yarde, Frank Buglioni before he retired, etc. Are you looking at these guys for 2019?
Yeah, no, I consider myself as one of the best light heavyweights in Britain. Obviously, I had an inactive year last year, so obviously all the sort of chat about me obviously sort of went quiet, because obviously I wasn't fighting, so there's no hype around me last year. So this year we get Saturday out of the way first, and then we push on for a busy year.
So what are the plans in terms of names, or what have you considered, or titles that you've looked at for the rest of this year?
The only plan at the moment is February 2nd for the WBA Continental. That's all on mine. So we get that out of the way, and then I'll sit down with Eddie and the team, and we'll discuss what's after.
Just to touch on your other domestic rivals, when Anthony Yarde fighting Mehdi and Ma on February 23rd, what do you make of that fight?
Yes, it's a step up in opponent for him. To be honest, I don't really know. I know that the lad he's fighting, that Mehdi, was former European champion, but I don't really know. I haven't really seen much of him, so I don't really know what sort of level he is actually at. I think he's probably getting on a bit age-wise. So it'll be a good fight. It'll be a fight I'll be watching, and we'll see how he goes.
And to get your opinion on some of the other matters going on in the boxing world at the minute. Start off with Anthony Joshua. The rumours that he's going to be fighting Gerald Miller in America instead of Dillian-Whyte. What are your thoughts on that situation?
The thing is, Joshua sort of holds the key. So it's he's fought all his fights in London, in big arenas in the UK. So if so be it, he goes to America to let the USA fans have a bit of him, then so be it. Yeah, but it's a good shout. Good shout.
Would you be disappointed to see him fight Gerald Miller instead of Dillian-Whyte?
Personally, I think Dillian-Whyte deserves a shot now. I think every boxing fan in Britain will say if there's one person who deserves it, who's fought his way to it, it would be Dillian-Whyte. So yeah, but I'm sure that's a fight that it's got to happen. It will happen, and it's got to happen.
And on Dillian, he came out a couple of weeks ago saying that he was only on a fight-by-fight contract with Matchroom, and apparently went over to Vegas to watch the Pacquiao-Broner fight, but was also in talks with PBC apparently. What are your thoughts if he was to go and sign with somebody else instead of Matchroom?
I'll be honest with you, that's all down to Dillian-Whyte, isn't it? It's obviously the stage he's at now, it's all about business and obviously making money. So it's if the grass is greener on the other side.
And finally, another question from another couple of weeks ago. Terence Crawford and Amir Khan, that fight was announced. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think it's a great fight. It's a great fight. Obviously, Khan's at the back end of his career now. I think a lot of fans wanting to see the Brook Khan fight, but you can't really knock Khan and fighting Crawford, won the pound for pound best Ring Magazine champion. So yeah, it'd be a good fight. I'm looking forward to.
Were you included in that? You'd have rather seen a Brook fight?
Yeah, definitely. I think obviously, especially as a British boxing fan as well, it's one of those fights. Both fighters are obviously towards the tail end of their career. Both still got a bit left in the tank, so I think it would have been a great fight to have. But we'll see.
Well, Jake, I think we are about to start now, so thank you for your time. Thank you for speaking to Boxing Social.
No, my pleasure, Andy, mate. Thank you, right?